Hello guys, my name is Jeswin. Yes, I understand. Just for a change, I have colored the front portion of my hair. Do let me know in the comment section how it looks. And today, I have come up with a very interesting topic. But before even we start talking about the topic, I would like to give you a teaser. Most of the time, we would have heard about a lot of laws in different countries which would sometimes sound even crazy. For example, in Afghanistan, if a lady wears a nail polish, they would cut the finger. Yes, that's what their law says. In countries like Singapore and Dubai, if people spit the bubble gum or spittle, then they would be even fined. Of course, there are so many such laws which sounds more crazy and unrealistic too. In this video today, let's see 15 crazy laws which are applicable in India itself. So let's start the video guys. If you find a currency which is more than 10 rupees, it has to be directly handed over to the government or to the nearest police station. Let's say you claim it that it's yours, or let's say you're posting it in some social media channel stating you found it somewhere lying outside. Then it is illegal in India because during the British rule, they have levied a law called as Treasure Trove Act, which means any currency which is found in any public place which is not yours has to be handed directly to the government and you cannot claim it. The second crazy law in India is, of course, in recent times we would have all heard of a lot of suicide cases like Sushant Singh Rajput, isn't it? However, did you know that if there is someone who is attempting to suicide and in case if he dies, it's okay, we cannot punish that person. But if that person escapes, that person will be sentenced to jail stating that this person attempted for suicide. Attempting for a suicide will be penalized as well as sentenced to jail as well. And the third crazy law is, most of you would not be even aware of this, including me. Maharashtra government has come up with a law stating that any government official working in that state cannot give birth to more than two kids in their family. If they are giving birth to the third kid, then they will be thrown out of their government job. That's what the law says. And recently, there was a lady who gave birth to the third, but she did not disclose it to the office personnel. However, one fine day, the government officials got to know about this fact and they sacked her from her job as well as they filed a case against her for hiding the truth. And the next crazy or unknown law for most of us is the act of prostitution is not illegal in most of the states in India. Yes, you heard it right. The act of prostitution is not illegal. However, soliciting is illegal. That is, approaching a girl in a public place or anywhere, approaching a lady, calling her for the act of prostitution. That is termed to be illegal in India. That can be a punishable act as well as sentenced to jail as well. The fifth law, which is mostly unaware for a lot of us, is the Indian postal envelope or postal card can be only sent through one medium, which is the Indian Postal Service. We cannot send through any other medium like a courier. Yes, it's strictly prohibited. This was declared during the British rule itself. The Indian envelope and postal card can only be sent through the Indian Postal Service because that's when the government would get the revenue from people. If you're trying to send an envelope or an Indian postal card through any other medium like courier or any other service, then it is an illegal act which you're doing. So the next one is the most craziest one, and most of us would have definitely done this at least once in our life. Not exactly once, even more number of times we would do, even sometimes in our day-to-day life. Yes, the law is, in India, piracy is illegal. It's also a law violation which can even end up in sending a person to jail. Okay, now you may ask a question. Every day I watch a lot of movies through Telegram and a lot of other portals. In any source you watch a pirated movie, it is a law violation and it is an offensive act against Indian government. The next law is pretty uncommon, but yes, there is a law which says from night 10 p.m. till next day morning 6 a.m. people cannot make sound with the usage speakers or any other musical instrument. It is considered to be illegal. From night 10 p.m. till morning 6 a.m. it is commonly the sleeping time, so Indian law has declared that there shouldn't be any ruckus created, even a religious festival or a party or for any other occasion. There cannot be any high intensity sound created during these hours. Let me know in the comment section how many of you have violated this law. The eighth law is different states in India have different age criteria to consume alcohol. For example, in Delhi, anyone in the age group 21 plus can consume alcohol. In Maharashtra, it is 25 plus. There are few other states where they can consume even in the age of 18 plus. However, let's ask this question. Are we following this? The ninth law is pretty crazy. The Indian government says that it can confiscate or conquer anyone's land for any particular government project. They need not claim for it or they need not go ahead and file a case against it. It's just that they can conquer that land as it is for a government project. And the most surprising and the painful fact is even the compensation money which they give it to the landowner can be pretty less or way lesser than the market value itself. Crazy, isn't it? The 10th crazy law is public display of affection, PDA. Let's say in the case where a couple is showing affection or love in public, and if someone is feeling uncomfortable by looking at that situation, then that person can file a case against this couple and the government will take severe action against it because it's a punishable act and it's according to Indian government and law, it is a violation of the rules. Wow, this sounds really crazy and unrealistic, isn't it? The 11th law, which really sounds unrealistic, is have you ever known that flying kite in the sky is an offense in India? Yes, it is illegal. Anything which has to be flown in the air has to be taken appropriate permission from the government. Without the permission, we cannot fly anything in the air, is what the Indian government law says. For example, it could be a kite, it could be a drone, it could be even an aeroplane. Anything which we are supposed to fly it high in the air has to be undergone a proper procedure where the approval of Indian government is required. If not, it is a punishable or it's a severe offensive act according to the Indian law. The 12th law may sound bizarre for most of you. It's called as the factory law, the Indian factory law, which says girls can only work till 7 p.m. in factories. Beyond 7 p.m., none of the girls are allowed to work in factory environment. This is something which is I'm not sure whether it is being practically practiced across India, not sure. Do let me know in the comment section about the real-time implementation of this particular act as well. The 13th law sounds really funny. In Maharashtra, as we just saw that there are different age criteria in different states for legally consuming alcohol. In that case, Maharashtra has come up with a law. Though you buy liquor from a particular store, if you wanted to take that liquor from that store till your house, you cannot do it without the government's permission. You should have legally taken the permission from the government to get the liquor from the store till your house. The 14th law, which most of us are unaware is, while we are traveling, trashing the waste paper or waste can on the road is a highly offensive act according to the Indian government. Did we really know this? Of course, even if we know, are we really practicing it? The last and the 15th most craziest and strange law is, most of us would have heard about LGBT, and different country laws have started accepting LGBT as one of the normal relationship like the other gender. In India, a lesbian couple or a gay couple cannot get married. It is a punishable offense and they can be sentenced to prison as well. Out of these 15 ambiguous or crazy laws, the ones which were really sounding crazy for me is flying kite in the air and public display of affection. All these things are pretty common in India. I'm not sure whether the law has to be upgraded or it has to be reworked on, or people have to go back to the olden days and avoid following these kind of activities in this 21st century. Like I said, you also let me know in the comment section what did you find as the most craziest law and which one do you really think is unrealistic and it has to be changed. Also, do not forget to subscribe our channel, guys. Stay connected, guys, until I come up with the next video with yet another interesting concept. Until then, it's Jeswin Jai signing off. Love you all, guys.